Prime Minister Narendra Modi has arrived in Buenos Aires in Argentina. Prime Minister Modi to meet President Javier Milei. Prime Minister Modi will then, through the course of the day, hold bilateral conversations with Javier Milei. He'll also be meeting people from the Indian diaspora. Grand welcome by Indians has now been planned for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So this is a big global South outreach that we are seeing the Indian government doing. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will have a grand welcome. People from the Indian diaspora eagerly waiting to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Bilateral conversations, bilateral talks will also take place between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the President of Argentina, Javier Milei. Crucial conversations will take place about the kind of deals that India and Argentina can have. The trade negotiations that are going on will also be something that will be touched upon. The officials will have important conversations how to take India-Argentina ties forward. My colleague Pranay Upadhyay now joining me on the story. Pranay, this is a massive global South outreach that we are seeing being done by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We understand bilateral conversations will also take place between Prime Minister Modi and President Javier.
Definitely, it's not only the global South outreach by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this is also a continental outreach carried out by Prime Minister Narendra Modi from African continent to Caribbean region to the Latin American region. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is undertaking this five-nation tour for to secure big contracts, big relationships, and strengthening the global South. And as he said, that he is going to ensure that the global South gets a prominence of prominence in voice, and at every global forum and platform. There should be a voice of Global South, and India is going to represent that because this is what he has undertaken while taking the presidency of G20 in 2023. And Argentina, as you know, that India is a key partner for Argentina. This is the fifth largest investor for the Argentinian economy. In northern part of Argentina, Indian companies have secured the lithium mining contracts. And you know that lithium is an important rare earth mineral nowadays. Everyone is trying to secure the rare earth minerals, right from President Donald Trump to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is a key thing. Besides that, the major defense contracts are also being discussed with Argentina. So with every step, like in Ghana, not only the old cultural and civilizational ties and the democratic relationship with Ghana, in Africa, from Trinidad and Tobago, which has long historical cultural ties with Trinidad and Tobago, large Indian diaspora, and now in Argentina, which is a prominent country and developing economy of the Latin American region. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to discuss with the Argentinian leadership the business relationship, the investment ties, and several MOUs are expected during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. And after Buenos Aires, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be headed to Brasilia, to Brazil. In Rio de Janeiro, he'll be participating in the BRIC Summit, and after that, he'll also be undertaking a bilateral visit to Brazil in the Latin American region, Aishwarya.
Right, Pranay, some of the, from what we are understanding at the moment, defense, agriculture, mining, oil and gas, trade, that's also something that will be on agenda when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will have this bilateral conversation. See, given the backdrop of what's happening between India and the United States of America, these kind of visits are also very, very crucial from the Indian point of view.
You're right. Not only in the context of India-US relationship, but also in context of the global, economic shifts, the economic activities. As I mentioned, the rare earth mineral, everyone is now looking for to secure the deals for rare earth mineral, which is the sector which is heavily dominated by the Chinese. Over 70% of the rare earth mineral contracts are with the Chinese companies and in China, and the processing of the rare earth mineral is dominated heavily, 90% of the rare earth mineral processing is being done by the Chinese company. So therefore, everyone is looking for these rare earth minerals because lithium is important for your batteries, for your major technological things. for the future technologies. Therefore, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be discussing energy. You rightly pointed out that energy security is also an important component which will be discussed during Prime Minister Modi's visit to Argentina. Agriculture is also an important thing because Argentina is a large producer of soybean and exporter of soybean. Besides that, the energy security is also important, like LNG. India is looking for LNG supplies from Argentina, and Argentina is also looking for Indian market for the LNG supplies. So these are the important areas. And defense, I mentioned that some of the Indian defense equipment. Argentina has shown interest in the Indian defense equipment, including the Akash missile system, the BrahMos missile systems, and some of the other defense equipment. And therefore, India is also looking to widen the market and possibilities and probability to sell the defense equipment in the Latin American region.